Hola y bienvenidos al episodio 62 del... That's as far as I can go. I'm sorry.
That was pretty good.
Cody started counting me down in Spanish, so I tried to go with it. But that was me under the gun. But yeah. Hello and welcome to episode 62 of the Geek Art Games podcast. I'm Sam Suvak alongside Cody Tetrick. Cody, you're feeling a little frisky tonight, apparently.
Apparently, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting if we ever did like a translation of our podcast into like another language. And actually this, the XP Billionaires podcast, they have a buddy now who is doing transcriptions of their podcasts. So for people who are hearing impaired, they can just read the transcript of it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like, I mean, if we have any buddies that want to do that for us, I mean, that would be awesome. But that's like a lot of work to transcribe all of that. And I mean, I'm really impressed that they're doing it and going for the effort. Actually, you know what? I think I was reading that today is like National Accessibility Awareness Day or something.
Oh,
so there's like, I think it's this week is some stuff going on, or perhaps it's next week. But yeah, so there's a lot of people doing stuff. Xbox sent out an email about their accessibility stuff. So it's really cool that it's getting some attention. And, you know, it's cool that more people can access stuff. I wish we had a transcript of our podcast, but we're Cody, you gonna put that together?
No, I'm not. Sorry.
We could do a quick summary.
Yeah, I can give you the plot points, you know? Spark notes it. Like, you just want to fucking know what we talked about? I got you.
Yeah. So
Sam talks about Spider-Man. Hated it. There you go.
That's inaccurate, but that's fine.
Okay.
Hopefully, eventually, we're going to get to the spot where, I mean, because we've got such pretty good voice recognition, like in our phones and stuff now, where we'll just be able to, like, play something through and it'll automatically add a transcription for us. It's pretty good about, you know, figuring out what you're saying, even like weird stuff. Like I'll be Googling like weird video game stuff and just like saying it to my phone and it'll like know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, hey, you know, I think the future's coming and it's going to be better for everyone, hopefully. So yeah. Sure. We went on a weird tangent. This whole episode is just like weird right now. Let's just jump into some games. Cody, do you want to tell me about something you've been playing this week?
Yeah, so I think we're doing a returning segment. Hey.
Oh, goodness. It's too bad this one doesn't have a song.
Yeah. I mean, we could... Do, 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 do. It's the Destiny download. Do, 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 do. Destiny download.
Okay, that's enough. Right. That's fine. I'm never gonna remember that, but that's fine.
Yeah. No. Okay. So some big stuff has been happening in Destiny. So first, a little bit of spoiler stuff. There's a weapon returning from Destiny 1. Destiny 1 was called the Outbreak Prime, and Destiny 2 was called the Outbreak Perfected. It's a pulse rifle. There's like a little time quest similar to the Whisper of the Worm mission. So that dropped about last week, and so I was like, oh, I haven't played Destiny in a while. I kind of miss it. And then they followed it up with news about the next season. Season of Opulence is dropping on June 4th. And some pretty cool information about that was that the raid is dropping the same day, 6 hours later. So it's like, oh, that's interesting. They've never really done that before. And so, yeah, like all this news around Destiny, I was like, well, I think it's time. I hop back into Destiny. It's been a while. I haven't played in a little bit, you know. And, like, Season of the Drifter is, like, I was enjoying it before I quit playing. And so I like was catching up on like what I've been missing lately. Like I've missed a bit of the Invitations of the Nine because I only did the first two. And like I thought maybe they would do more with the Allegiance quest, but from what I've noticed, it's you log in and get a package from him every week.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. As I caught up on the Invitation of the Nine stuff, there's some pretty cool stuff there.
And you can still, like, if you haven't been playing in a while, you can still go back and get caught up on those.
Yeah,
those aren't time sensitive, right?
Yeah, no. You can only do one a week. So like I watched a video to get caught up on like the lore aspects, but like I'm gonna go back and like I'm gonna get caught up because you only do one invitation a week, and you gotta go to Dessert. He's only available on the weekends, so yeah, you gotta do that.
Is it done? Are there's it still going?
So
how many of them
at the time of recording, the last one drops tomorrow. So people are expecting some pretty like groundbreaking lore stuff. Yeah, Dessert shows up on a Friday.
It's the weekend. Never mind. My bad.
So yeah, people are expecting some pretty like groundbreaking lore stuff to happen with that. I'm pretty excited to see what happens with it. And so yeah, like all this stuff around Destiny, I was like, oh, time to hop back in. So I got back in. I started playing the Titan, and something strange happened, Sam. I wasn't enjoying myself. I just I don't know.
No.
And I like sat with it for a little bit, and I was like, I don't think I want to play this right now. I was like, oh, well, let me turn off Destiny. And then I turned on Destiny again. And I was like, what's happening?
Did you switch to your Hunter?
And so I hopped on the Hunter. I started playing the Hunter. And I transferred my powerful guns, and I got them leveled up. I did the catch-up quests. Went from 580 to 640 real quick. The next thing you know, I was 680. And I was like, I'm really having fun. Like, I love hopping in the air and just throwing knives. Like, it's so powerful and nice feeling. And then I made a decision. Something I never thought would happen. I put down the hammer. I picked up the throwing knife. I swapped my main. I'm now a Hunter main in Destiny 2. It's a lot of fucking fun. And, like, let me tell you, the Destiny gods shined down on me. Because, like, I'm playing some Gambit, just having fun, being loosey-goosey, doing the weekly stuff, having fun, throwing knives left and right. Next thing you know, finish a weekly thing. Shards of Galanor and Exotic for the Throwing Knife Hunter. I think it's like the Way of the Throwing Knifer. I don't fucking know.
I think that's exactly what it's called.
Throwing Knifer, yeah. Yeah, so that dropped, and then like what Exotic is like when you use your super, like depending on the amount of enemies you hit or kill, like you get the super energy back. And what I've noticed, like you kill a yellow bar with it, like you get your entire super refunded.
So wait, your super's extended, or it's just like once it's over,
once you use it,
built up a lot.
It comes back. Like yeah, so it's really nice. And so yeah, I've been playing the Hunter, and I went from 580 to 680 in like 3 days. And then this week currently is Iron Banner. I streamed a little bit on Tuesday.
I think it was Tuesday.
I streamed a little bit on Tuesday. I was going through the Iron Banner bounties because all of those are now like powerful gear drops. So like I was just raising my light level. And yeah, I've been having a ton of fun. And it's not like I'm never like I'm gonna go back to the Titan for stuff because like I did a lot of stuff on the Titan and I didn't do a lot of stuff on the Hunter. So I do need to like. I'm playing catch up with the Hunter eventually. I know I'm gonna have to do that, but luckily I have like a while to do stuff. And like the kind of fun thing I'm doing now is like I had like a backstory in my head about like my Titan, like oh he's a Sunbreaker, but he's also a Dredgen, and now like I want to like make a new story for this Hunter because like I play the Hunter in 2 Guardians, but like I want to go get another title because like I don't want this Hunter to be a Dredgen. Like I'm wearing it right now just like it's my title. But like. It's just fun. Like, I don't know. I'm having fun with it. It's different because, like, I knew the Titan so well. And so, like, getting used to, like, Hunter jumps and, like, just, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And, like, in PvP, I'm so used to, like, wanting to, like, hit the wall and, like, put the wall up so enemies stop shooting me. Instead, I gotta, like, realize, like, oh, I can dodge backwards instead.
Yeah. So I have this feeling that next season of 2 Guardians... Red is going to have some type of title, and he's going to be real pretentious about it, and he'll want to be addressed in like a specific way, and it's just going to be like super annoying to Giz, I think.
So the title that's tied this season of the Drifter is the Reckoner, and I really want to be the Reckoner Red, but like that's a lot of stuff you gotta like. I gotta do a lot of stuff to get that.
I like it.
But yeah, I was having fun, and like I was thinking about it, and I was like, why do I keep going back to Destiny? And then I realized it's just relaxing to play. Like I know the game so well, and like I know like as long as I'm doing something, like the shooting feels great, so I'm having fun with that. But like if I'm doing like the milestones for the week at the dailies, and like at least I know like I'm being rewarded. I do still think like Destiny could learn a lot from like Division, where like just doing something drops stuff at your gear level.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like Destiny is just like a great game, and like I'm really interested because so usually what happens is at E3 every year, or the past 2 years, I think I want to say, Bungie like announces like either the next game or the next expansion at E3 for Sony because like they have the Activision deal and all that. That's with them splitting from Activision and with Sony not having a press conference. Like, where do they show up? Do they show up at all? Are they holding off because like the new season drops like 3 days before E3 starts? Like, are they holding off till Guardian Con, which is like another convention? Like, I feel like they're going to wait till then to do some kind of announcement. But I'm just interested to see. Con? I want to say like middle of July, so like a month.
Oh, okay, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, I feel like you're a month into the new season. Like, I think that makes sense to announce like the next stuff. It's dropping in like, September, and so yeah, and like I'm excited. I haven't gone in and gotten Outbreak Prime yet. I'm still trying to level up because it's a 690 mission, and so I want to make sure like I'm at like the decent level and like stuff like that.
What's the max level now?
700. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm only 20 points away, and like, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Like, definitely like having like I had like all 680 weapons on my Titan when I transferred them to Red, and so I was just like, yeah, like this will be pretty easy to level up, and but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun in Destiny. I think I need to find a new clan because the clan I'm in is just dead. I don't think people are coming back to that game, so I think I'm looking at the What's Good Guardians. I think I'm gonna try to join up with them because I want to be able to like join up with people and stop doing things solo, but
You should check with Starry and see if she got into some other clan too, and see who she's with. So, because she's still playing. So,
I will say like I was playing Iron Banner, and boy was I rusty at the PvP. I'm gonna have to get used to it again because there's just oof. Yeah. So I've been playing some Destiny 2.
That's cool. I keep wanting to go back and play more Destiny 2, but then like I go and I'm like, I don't. It's like I've been away for so long, I don't really know what to do anymore. And then like I get bored with like the weekly milestone stuff. I'm just like, because I tried to do the Revelry when that started.
And I skipped all that, and I was like, oh, I don't know what that was about.
I did one time. I went into the forest again and did that, and I didn't remember how that thing worked because like it went on for forever, and I was just like, oh, okay.
I think they changed it from like because the Haunted Forest, it was like. It was just cleared as fast as you could in the time limit given.
Yeah.
And the Revelry Forest, I forget what they called it. It was like everything you killed kept adding time, and you would like use that time at the end to kill like as many bosses as you could. I don't know. I meant to hop on because like there was a new exotic tied to the Revelry, and I just didn't do it. And I was like,
it's fine.
I had a division.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, you were saying that. Probably in September, it will be a story-based DLC expansion. So I'm excited for that because that's what would get me back to playing some more Destiny. So hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed that that's going to happen. So, and I mean, they're free agents now. They're doing their own thing, so they may not drop something in September. Who knows?
Yeah, I was kind of curious with that. I was like, oh, like, did they just like? They not do because now they're not tied to that. They don't have that 10-year deal where they have to release something every fucking year. Like, are they like, hey, we're taking the year off and we'll see you guys next September with Destiny 3. Like, they could fucking do that if they wanted to.
They could.
So it'll be interesting. I'm excited. It's an exciting time. Lots of games coming out.
It's an exciting time because there's lots of games coming?
Yeah.
Okay. That was just a weird jump from being excited about Destiny.
Oh. Yeah.
From being excited about one thing to being excited about all these other things that might be coming. I don't know. That was weird. Okay. That's fine. So let's talk about so last week I was lamenting the fact that I wasn't in love with any games, right? So this week I found a game. And, like, I'm not saying I want to, like, settle down and marry it, but I had quite a nice little fling with this game, and I'd be open to some more flings with it. So, it's called Trine Enchanted Edition, and have you heard of Trine?
I feel like I have. I Is there multiple Trines, or is this one Trine?
Yes, there's multiple Trines. So there's 3 Trines right now, and then Trine 4 is coming out later this year, apparently. Okay. And it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer, and the whole conceit about the Trine is like it's this artifact, and there are 3 characters, and it ends up kind of like binding their souls together. So it's a co-op game, so you could play with 3 people, either couch co-op or online. But you know me, I don't have any friends, so I just played by myself. And the cool thing about when you play by yourself is you start as whatever character, and then you just push a button to switch between the characters. So you can play as all 3 of them and just switch between them on the fly. And so the characters, there's a mage, and his ability is he can summon blocks, and just use the blocks to help navigate the area. There's the thief, who has a grapple gun, and then she's got a bow and arrow that she can shoot at enemies. And then there's the warrior, or the knight, I guess, and he's got a sword and shield. And he's really good at fighting the enemies. He's not super special about navigating through the level. So, I mean, you've got to use them, like, all together. Oh, yeah, and I guess the mage, like, he can summon his blocks, and you use them for, like, stepping stones. But then, like, he can, like, pick them up and, like, use them to attack enemies as well. So, I mean, he could do some combat. I sucked at the mage combat. Like, I just would never fight with him. Because, like, you're fighting these little skeleton guys, and they can smash your blocks. So it's like, and then you have to try to summon a new one real quick. So it's tricky. So, but the 3 of them, like, work together so well in, like, just the different ways you can navigate through the level that it made it really fun. And I think I just like this kind of, like, fantasy setting for my platformers now. Like, ever since I played Ori and the Blind Forest, like, I've been a lot more into platformers, and especially ones that do things, like, not to be rude, but just, like, a little bit more than, like, a Mario game does, where, I mean, you do get some extra abilities and stuff, but I don't know, like, being able to, like, have the grapple gun and do, like, these magic blocks and stuff. It just seems like it's a more inventive way to navigate through a platformer. Yeah. So I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, it's not a long game. I think I looked online and it was like, it's like about a 6-hour game. And, like, I played through it and I was like, it didn't seem that long to me, but, like, I have no concept of how long I play games for. Always I'm like, oh, I've only played it a little bit, and then I look and I'm like, oh no, I've played it a lot. So it probably was about 6 hours, but it's one of those that's really fun, and you kind of just, like, go through it. And so you're just trying to navigate through the level. You have to fight your enemies, and then you're collecting XP bottles. So as you get enough XP bottles, skill points unlock, and so each of your characters, like, if you get, like, enough to level up, everybody gets to level up. Because at first I thought you just had to pick one, but no, they all get to level up, which is really cool. So, like, the thief eventually gets some fire arrows, and, like, they cause, like, a little fire explosion when they hit, which is really cool. The mage he can summon just, like, a flat plank, and then later he can do a, like, little triangle that will magically float in the air. So, like, you get some really good navigation once he's, like, fully unlocked. And then the knight gets, like, this, his shield has this, like, magic charge, so it can, like, pick up objects and then, like, throw them really hard. So that's cool. He can do, like, a little charge, and then he gets a flaming sword as well. So they were all pretty cool abilities that you could unlock. And it's just, like, you're going through playing the game, and, like, you're playing the way that it's supposed to be played, because, like, this is how it is, but it feels like you're cheating, and you're doing something sneaky and cool, like, when you're, like, summoning the mage stuff to, like, get through stuff. Yeah. Because, like, towards the end, there were levels that were starting to get more vertical, and you're having to climb up stuff, and then, like, you're climbing, and then, like, a skeleton hits you, and you fall back down, and you fall down through things. So I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna have my mage put a little plank across this section, and then when I fall, I'm just gonna hit it, and, like, I won't go all the way down. So it's really cool, the way it's all built. It does have some boss fights that I didn't really care for, because, like, oh, really? they're kind of big chunky bosses, but they just have this one little area that's their hit area, and it's like glowing. So like this one guy, it was on his back, so I always had to like try to get around behind him and do it. That's what he said. But there was this really one. Oh, also, usually there's like a little spawn point checkpoint. And so when one of your guys dies, you just have to go back to the checkpoint to get him to respawn. So that was handy during the boss fights. But there was this one where I was trying to go back to the spawn point to get somebody to respawn. And I jumped across the little, gap. And the boss just came after me. And he fell down the gap and he died. And I was so happy. I was like, that was great. So it's a really fun game. I had bought it a long time ago when it was on sale for cheap because it just seemed like it'd be kind of fun. It looked kind of cool, and in fact it was. And I was like, man, I'd kind of like to play Trine 2 and Trine 3. They were both $20 on PlayStation.
Yeah, I feel like I see them go on sale a lot though.
Cody, just wait, okay?
Oh. Sorry.
Just the other day, I was checking the PlayStation sale, and guess what's on sale?
Yeah.
Trine. So they've got the whole trilogy, which is normally $30. It's on sale for $9. So,
holy shit.
All right. So I bought it. So I'm pretty. It was such a good deal. I was like, man, I just wanted to go on sale for cheap, and then it went on sale for cheap. It was like the world is looking out for me right there. But yeah, so I'm excited about it. And then, I have some breaking news, okay? You may have heard it here first. Maybe not. It might have been announced already by the time this is coming out. But Bitch Team Alpha is having their 5-year anniversary in just a couple weeks. So on June 1st, they're celebrating by having a charity stream. They're going to do a 12-hour charity stream. I don't think they've picked, like, what the charity is going to be yet. But yeah, I'm buddies with them, and we've done some streaming together before, so they asked if I want to join in, and I was like, of course I want to join in. And so we were talking about what games we could play together, and I mentioned Trine, and they're both like, yeah, Trine, let's play Trine! So I think I'm going to end up finally getting to play some co-op Trine, and and unfortunately they're on PC, so I'm like, well, I'll buy a Trine again on PC, so...
Damn.
What are you gonna do? It's unfortunate that I just bought it, but I had so much fun that I don't mind. I'll buy it again so we can play on PC. But check in June 1st, and hopefully we'll be playing some Trine. So details to follow on that. But yeah, it's a good time, and I'm happy with my relationship status. So there we go.
It's good. Happy for you, Sam. Glad you found love again.
I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's love. We just, we're having a good time. That's what we're having. So, I believe there's something that you're having a good time with also.
Yeah. So I don't know what I've been looking for, like, I got this urge the other day, and I was like, I want to play a mobile game that I can get invested in. Don't know why. Just was like, and so I started like researching stuff, and I was like, I was also like still kind of in that like Marvel mood from Endgame, and I was like, let me check like what Marvel games are there. Like, I want to play something where I can like be my favorite heroes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I remember trying this game when it first launched. Marvel Strike Force is what we're talking about here. And I remember trying it and just being like, this isn't like this like turn-based RPG is just not for me. Like, I remember trying Summoner's War a while back and not being a fan of it. I tried the DC version of this game called DC Legends, I think it was called. Played it for a little bit, just wasn't into it. And then I was like, well, like, let me try again. And, like, I don't know why, but this time it got me. Like, I've been playing, I think I've been playing 6 days in a row at this point, because they do the login bonuses and stuff. Yeah. And, like, and I'm having a blast with it. It's a lot of fun. Like,
how does the game work?
So it's it's almost like collect the heroes and then build a team, and then you go in and there's different campaigns, there's PvP, there's raids, and, like, you build a team. And, like, these teams can have bonuses and things like that. And it's turn-based RPG where, like, you acquire gear, you put the gear on your heroes. So, like, the first, like, couple heroes they give you is, like, Spider-Man, a shield medic, and Luke Cage. And, like, the point is...
Just a shield medic?
I guess, like, there's no, like, healer. There are healer heroes, but, like,
I
they
mean,
like kind of
they
work
could
it
have given
in.
you like rescue or somebody. That just seems like
She
you're gonna
just
know.
dropped in the game, and she is
Okay.
kind of like a defensive character.
Hmm.
And like the point of it is like Spider-Man is like a brawler, like DPS character.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Cage is a tank, and then you have a healer. Kind of like the core RPG mechanics, stuff like that. But like there's different campaigns. There's a hero campaign. There's a villain campaign where like you can only have a team of villains. And then like there's other ones that like you can mix the heroes and the villains together because like the ultimate point of Marvel Strike Force is like the story is this bad guy named Ultimus shows up and like he is capturing heroes from different universes and he's turning them evil and like you're fighting them and he's like invading your universe. But so you got to go to different universes to stop him.
Sounds complex.
Sounds complex, yeah. And like it's a mobile game, so I was a little worried that like, is this going to be one of those things where like I'm going to have to pay a lot of money?
Yeah.
I'm glad to say I'm only like a weekend, and the only money I've spent is money I willingly spent because they offered me Venom for $3. It was Venom plus some other stuff, and I was like, I'm fine with paying $3 for Venom. He's one of my favorite characters. Hopefully they don't hit me with like a hey, pay like $20 for Captain America because boy, am I buying it like instantly. And but like I feel like where I'm at like currently like it's not like I don't feel like forced to buy anything. Like I'm just kind of like I've hit some parts in like the campaigns. Like the villain campaign starts off very hard, but like it's only because like you're given very few villains. Like you're given Elektra, a Ravager, and Crossbones, and like I have Venom, so he got added onto that team, and I picked up Bullseye pretty quickly. And so like the villain campaign, I think I'm on chapter 3. In the hero campaign, I'm in chapter 4, and then they just started one called the Nexus. I'm only in chapter 1 because it's one of the later campaigns that comes out. And I like looked up some guides because like I want to like play this game and be invested in like what should I be doing? Like I don't want to be like spending points in the wrong area. And like everything I read was like, oh, like you want to like get a defenders team together. And so like they gave me Luke Cage. You get the Punisher. You can get the Punisher very early on because like when you're going through the campaigns, there are levels that will give you character shards, and you need a set number of character shards. And one of them was the Punisher. I actually think they may give you the Punisher very early on because he is a what's the word? He's a long range DPS character. Like Spider-Man is a brawler who's like up close personal DPS. Punisher is a long range, like shooting from the back, like stuff like that. And so like he's considered a defender. So like him and Luke Cage like get a bonus to each other because they're defenders. And then like Spider-Man, Luke Cage, and Punisher are all city heroes. They get a bonus to each other. And so it was like, oh, like get to villain campaign 2. It's the end of 2. It's either end of 1 or end of 2 of the chapter. And you can start farming for Jessica Jones. So I started doing that. And I was like, okay, it's going to take me a couple days to get her because you can only get like 2 for each completion. And you only have 5 completions a day before you got to wait 24 hours for it to reset. And then like they give you like these orbs. And the orbs have character shards in them. I opened one. It gave me all the shards I needed to get Jessica Jones. So I was like, cool. All right, whatever. Nice. Like, that's handy. And so I have her on my hero team. She's fucking amazing. She has a move that does like 3,000 damage. And like, that's pretty much one shot to almost anything I'm fighting right now. So I'm really liking that. And there are other like aspects of the game I'm really enjoying. Like there is PvP and like there's casual PvP where like you just do it fun. Like there's like events that happen that like you can earn character shards and like stuff to power up your characters just by playing. And there's like ranked PvP, and like by doing the ranked PvP, like that's how I'm working on getting Daredevil because he's another defender I need to get. And like I'm having fun, like just doing these kind of things. And then finally, I unlocked raids, and I really like the way these raids work. So what it is like it's like it opens up and it's like, hey, you can join. There's only gonna be this many people, and you're kind of competing against because you join a guild. Like they automatically put you in a guild when you hit level 20, I want to say. And then raids unlock at level 25. And like you compete against the other people in your guild to see who can do the most damage and like who can clear the most parts of this raid. And then they reward you based on how you did. And so like earlier I did one, and it was 8 of us competing against each other, and I got 4th place, and I got some pretty good rewards.
Was it 8 of you that were all in the same guild?
Yeah, like
because they automatically do raids with people in your guild.
Yes,
but it puts you in a guild, so there's tons of people in these guilds, right? Okay.
Yeah. I think there is like PvP like raids, but I think you have to get like pretty high up. Like I'm like level. I just got to level 32.
You're really going for it.
I think the max level is 70.
Okay.
So yeah. And like I don't know, this like it's just gotten this hooks in me where like I want to play it. Like I check on it every couple hours because like you get free orbs, you get the daily logins. Like I'm awake usually when the reset hits, so like you can. One of the things is like if you do the daily objectives, which is just like 3 campaign missions, 3 villain campaign missions, use auto win to finish some missions.
I just made a face about this auto win because that's if it hooks you so much that you're using auto win, you know it's like a bad addiction.
So with the auto win, I'm okay with this because you have to 3-star a level, and the only way you can 3-star a level is if none of the characters die in the mission, which can be tough sometimes because like you're not just fighting like little lackeys, like you're fighting like evil versions of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You're fighting evil versions of Captain America, the Avengers. Like, I'm on a level right now where, like, there's an evil version of the Hulk, and he's fucking kicking my ass. And so I'm okay. And, like, I only use the auto-win on the levels that reward the character shards. Because I just want the shards. I just want to get the shards so I can unlock the characters. Like, that's all I'm doing. Like, I'm really close to getting Yondu right now. I'm like, I want fucking Yondu.
I know how you like Yondu.
I like Yondu. And, like, there seems to be really supporting this game. Like Rescue just got released into the game. I think there's a new X-Men character coming in soon, and they're about to start a space event. And so, like, on top of the daily login bonus for the next like 5 or so days, like if you log in, they give you a random Guardian of the Galaxy 5 shards. And so, like, one of those days was Yondu, and so like I'm really getting really close to Yondu. And like,
so you don't get just plain character shards. The shards are for a subset of characters. Like,
no, you get like straight up character shards. So like
for each individual character.
Yeah, and like they don't. Sometimes you need like for Jessica Jones, I needed 15, and like I was only getting 2 from the one mission that was giving me the shards, and then I got like times 10 from an orb.
Do all the characters unlock in a certain order? Or are you able to unlock them in different orders, but, like, how do you get the shards for the ones you want?
Generally, from what I've figured out, is that there are some that you can farm, but then there are some that are just, like, premium, or there are some that you gotta wait for your bets to come around.
Okay.
Like, there are, like, offers right now, like, I can pay, like, $15 and unlock 50 Night Nurse shards, and that'll give me Night Nurse, and I can, like, level her up.
Because their shards level them up too.
Yeah, so after you unlock the character, you can keep getting shards. Like right now, like my Luke Cage is a 2-star Luke Cage, and like right now I'm just getting shards so I can get into a 3-star Luke Cage. Just means he does more damage, he has more health, stuff like that. Like the kind of like RPG mechanics that you would come to find. And like I don't feel like it's like I'm sure like people drop like hundreds of dollars in this, and like but like. I'm fine. I spent $3. I don't think I'm going to spend any other money on the game currently. I'll let you know. Keep you all updated.
We'll write that down. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And like I said, unless like they come out with a character and I'm like, I got to fucking have him. Like, but like right now, like I'm happy with her. Or her. Sorry.
I mean, I know if they have a Squirrel Girl, you're going to want to get her right away.
The characters they have in the game, I'm like shocked. Like Squirrel Girl's on the game. I'm shocked.
Boo.
There's a lot of like minion characters because like, I think a big part of this is like building a team and like because like you want the perk bonuses. Like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's like 4th ability all tie into helping the defenders out. So like if you have the defenders team, like you're gonna like have a bunch of bonuses stacked up.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of nice. So the daily objectives, by doing those every day, you get like the first time you do it, you get like 20 Wolverine shards. And you did 45. So, like, I just unlocked Wolverine last night. I'm excited because, like, he has, like, he's a brawler, so he hits really hard, and then he has, like, a self-heal. And then his, like, 4th ability is that, like, he has like a percentage chance to like revive himself after he's died, and like I was doing.
Well, I mean, it's Wolverine. He can't really die. So
exactly right. So that's a cool ability.
That's a tricky situation.
Well, like it's a percentage chance, right? I was doing an arena, which is like the ranked PvP, and this guy had a Wolverine. I had to kill it 4 fucking times. And like the random number generator was like, "Go fuck yourself, Cody. You're killing this Wolverine a lot."
I mean, it's fucking Wolverine. He doesn't die.
Yeah.
He shouldn't die. Period. He should just be knocked unconscious, and like you win if he's down for long enough.
Yeah. And so yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like, there's just a lot of content, and like it's something like to keep myself busy when I'm bored, and like I want to play something on my phone, and like I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna spend any more money. I'll let you know if I do. I'm not planning on it.
We'll see.
I think my favorite thing I've done in the game so far was earlier today. I competed in a raid with 8 other people, and I got 4th place. And like it was really fun. I've learned that Crossbones is a tricky motherfucker because he has an ability where he can put a buff on himself called Death Proof, meaning he won't die, and he walks up in the middle of you guys and explodes, like how in Civil War he exploded. And it does a lot of damage. Like, it does a lot of damage. And, like, that's usually how I lose my PvP matches and how I died in the raid. And I was like, no. But I got 4th place, and that was pretty cool.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty fun game.
It is.
I don't think I want to play on my phone, but it sounds really cool.
I have seen, because, like, one of the videos I watched that was telling me about, like, go for the defender team first, then go for a shield team, like, all this stuff. Like, he was playing on his, like, I think there's a way to, like, get it on your computer or, like, a tablet. And I was like, oh. All right, I kind of might want to do that. Like, but luckily, like, I don't know, like my iPhone like doesn't die.
Yeah.
I just pointed that way. I'm like staring at my phone. I'm an idiot. Anyways,
it's weird.
But yeah, I'm having a blast with it, and like, I do feel rewarded for anything I do. Like, if I'm doing Blitz is like the casual PvP. Like, if I'm doing that, like I'm unlocking like tickets, and that's how I'm getting like more Luke Cage shards. If I do an arena, like I know I'm working towards Daredevil. If I do a raid, like I know like the raid stuff will like eventually add up, and like I can get like shards for like Thor, or, like a very powerful character, and like it feels nice, and like I haven't felt there's nothing like scummy, and like there's actually a really like cool promotion going on right now. It's called 10 for 10, and so like one of the premium currencies which you can pay real money for is called power cores, but like they give you a fuck ton at the beginning. Like I have like 1,000, and like it's 10 power cores for 10 shards, and this goes every 24 hours for a week. And so I've been doing it every 24 hours, and like I've gotten like 10 shards for Doctor Strange, 10 shards for the Vision, and like that's really helpful because like the Vision is 45, and like you're only gonna get those when like certain events roll around. So it's like, oh, cool, and like so I'm excited for that. And yeah, this Guardians of the Galaxy event is about to start, so I've been getting a lot of shards for that, and pretty cool.
Cool. Well, it's cool that you've got that to tide you over until Ultimate Alliance 3 comes out.
Yeah, I think that's a big reason why I started playing it, because I was like, I just really want to have more Ultimate Alliance.
You just played Ultimate Alliance, the first one.
Yeah.
Because you just want it, so you're getting what you need, so it's good.
So, yeah, Marvel Strike Force. A lot of fun. Check it out on mobile.
Marvel Strike Force. Speaking of Marvel, I went back and I've been playing some Marvel Spider-Man again, which, like, I had fun with it when it first came out, and I played through and I finished the game. But like towards the end I was like, I wasn't gonna like platinum it, because I was like, I don't want to just keep doing these fights, because like it gets boring after a while, right? But I was in this kind of weird state where I didn't really want to start a new game, because I knew Rage 2 was coming out soon, which I'll talk about that next week. And so I was like, I could go back and play some more Spider-Man. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you here. A little bit of what spurred me on here was because Jeffers over on the Third Player Games podcast, he was talking about his gaming goals, and he wants to get a platinum because he's never gotten a platinum. And he was talking about what games he could do, and he was like, maybe I'll do the Spider-Man platinum. And I was just like, man, I should do the Spider-Man platinum, because like I'm pretty close to it. Like there wasn't a whole lot that I had to do. So I was like, let me go, like, just play some of this and see how much I have to do. And like I only had like kind of like 1 or 2 each of the different bases, like the demon base and the sable base and different stuff like that. So I had to finish those. And I got those done, and then I just had to finish those stupid random crimes throughout all the districts. Like, that was the only thing I had to do. And at first, the first night, I was kind of pissed off about it. Because I'm just like, man, you just have to, like, swing around through the city and wait for these things to happen.
No, okay. So I haven't played Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
So these, like, you have to wait. Like, it's like a random activity kind of thing? Where, like, you gotta go and, like, swing around till these crimes happen? Okay.
I feel like it's the RNG. I think it's related to, like, how far you've gone. So, like, you travel a certain amount and then an event will spawn. Okay. Right? Yeah. And so, and there's like 4 or 5 different types of crimes that can happen. And then, like, each of them will happen 5 times in each district. And so you just have to finish all of those off. Oh, I've got cat. There's cat fur everywhere these days in my house. But yeah, so, like, I'd had fun just fighting because, like, you know, we're on that Marvel kick. It's really exciting. Yeah. Avengers Endgame just happened. And it's just like, Spider-Man is such a good game, Cody. Like, I don't feel that there's anything that really can compete with it as far as just the way it feels to swing around the city. And even the combat, which at first, like, I wasn't super into because it took me a really long time to, like, master the combat and, like, But just going through it and playing it, again, I was like, man, this is so much fun. Because, I mean, like you said, he's a brawler. He's down there punching people. And then he's just all of a sudden he's swinging around. He's got all these web gadgets that he can use to, like, web people up. And there's just, like, so much variation in it. And it just the way that they have the AI set up for they're like, okay, I know you're going to want to grab this guy over here. That's what you're aiming at pretty much. So it's like, you don't have to be, like, super specific because it's like, it's smart enough and it knows what you're wanting to do and it wants you to feel badass. And it just does it so well. So I was having a good time fighting all these things. And then that evening I was getting pissed about having to swing around and get these things to spawn. And I was like, well, maybe I won't do this. Maybe I'll just stop, even though, like, I only had a few districts left to clear. But then the next day, I don't even remember what was going on, but I was like, I guess I've got nothing better to do. I guess I'll go play some more Spider-Man. And then, like, it wasn't as bad that time. I was just like, I don't know. I was having fun swinging around. So I went through, finished it all off, finished all the districts, and I got my platinum for Spider-Man.
Nice. Good job.
So, which was great. But kind of, I mean, I was excited about my platinum, but also the kind of thing I was excited about was once you 100% all the districts, that's when you unlock the Spidey skin where he's, like, naked except for his mask and his underwear.
Ooh, yeah.
And, I mean, Spider-Man's got a pretty good body. So I'm like, yeah, I want to get, like, naked Spider-Man. And, but the thing is, Cody, which as I was, like, trying to finish all this stuff off, and I was thinking about it very much, I was like, man, it sucks that you have to, like, do all of this and finish all of this to unlock that. Because, like, that's exactly what happened is I unlocked it and I'm like, I finished everything in the game. And now it's like, okay, he looks cool, but, like, there's nothing else for me to do, really, because I finished everything else. And it just, like...
Are you planning on doing the DLC stuff, or...
You can do the DLC. Like, I might eventually get those, and then, like, then you could use it then. But it just feels like it's such hard... It's nice to have a goal to, I guess, make you work for it. But, like, it would have been nice to have his naked skin while I was, like, going around doing those final crimes, you know? It would have been fun to just have something fun. But, so I was disappointed by that, but it's fine. Also, like... I wonder about things sometimes because I'm like, okay, I'm sure, like, straight women really love seeing muscly Spider-Man, right? I'm gay, but I enjoy a good body, so I enjoy seeing muscly Spider-Man, right? I'm like would straight guys, like, get the same satisfaction out of seeing, like, muscly dude?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, so I was like, is it weird for them or not? Like,
yeah. Spider-Man's got a great ass. 9 out of 10. Wood squeeze.
Oh my god, and he has little Spider-Man underwear, so it's little, like, Spider-Man faces on his underwear. It's really cute.
Yeah. He's his own biggest fan. It's really cute.
Well, not actually. I mean, I think canonically, Deadpool is his biggest fan.
True.
So I feel like because he also has Spider-Man underwear. There's a really good issue of, I never remember if it's called Deadpool and Spider-Man or Spider-Man and Deadpool. But yeah, they ended up going out to a club together or something, and they ended up having to like strip down to their underwear and do a dance, and Deadpool had Spider-Man underwear on, so it was a little awkward. But
I mean, who does?
Yeah. I don't. I wish I did. I should get.
I technically own Captain America underwear.
Yeah.
Technically,
I don't have any.
Captain America underoos. You remember those?
Nice.
Yeah.
I should get some superhero undergarments. I have some socks, but I don't ever wear those kind of socks. So
Are they the ones that like go up to your like calf, pretty much?
Yes, I have them right here. Because I was using one as a coaster last time.
Yeah.
So
See, like I don't.
Socks.
Even when I'm wearing pants, I wear the short socks. And, like,
I know, like it's just not for me.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunate. But yeah. So, hey, Marvel.
Good job
they
on your
make some
platinum.
good video games. Oh, thank you. Oh, also, I was gonna say. So then, like a day or two later, I got an email from Sony, and I really like these kind of emails when they send it. And they're like, "Congratulations on your platinum. Here's something free for you." And so I got a free Spider-Man avatar.
What the fuck, man? I still haven't received my God of War email. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like that's fucked up, man. So, because it seems like Sony original, Sony exclusive games, like when you get the platinum, they usually give you an avatar. So I don't know why you didn't get yours. That's some bullshit.
Probably start going through my emails. Be like, hey, where's that?
I think it's a little late now, Cody. So.
They did send out they did give us the free dynamic theme for its
That's a real nice theme.
It really is. I love the music. Leave it on some nights when I'm sleeping. Just, like, yeah.
It's good. It's good. I need to turn it back on. I've got the Game of Thrones one right now, which is really good with the dragon. It's a good theme, and then after Game of Thrones is over, I'll probably.
Funny story about that dynamic theme. I think there's a petition just started to get it removed from the PlayStation Store.
Why?
It was a joke. Because people were making petitions about Game of Thrones.
They're making petitions? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like a petition going around. It's like, rewrite all of Season 8. And it's like, just shut the fuck up and write some fanfic. Good God.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Game of Thrones to be over. Because, like, it's only 6 episodes this season. But, like, I'm not used to having like a thing where I'm like, I have to watch this every week, like having that. And like, I've only done it like a few weeks, but I'm like, I'm ready to not have that. I have to watch it Saturday night.
Yeah. I feel like
Sunday night.
Netflix has like really ruined me with that because like you can just watch it whenever I want. Like, there's a show on Netflix called Dead to Me, and like, it's really good. Like, definitely watch it if you haven't. And yeah, like, not being pressured.
Just watch it whenever, man.
Just not being pressured. Like, oh, I'm gonna get spoiled. Like, who spoils? Someone spoils it. Who cares? Like, I'll probably forget it in like a month. I can go finish watching it.
Cody, I can't even tell you how many times I've been like, "Ooh, this sounds cool. Let me watch it," and then I start watching it. I'm like, "Oh, I've seen this before." It happens all the time. But all right, but we'd gotten off topic. We need to get this show back on track. Yes. I'm not good with my words tonight. It's weird. Actually, it's pretty normal, but that's fine. So
we're in a weird state, like maybe like a state of play.
Good one. Oh, that was well done. Well played, Cody. All right, so let's talk about this PlayStation State of Play. Cody, you were excited by some of this stuff, I guess.
Yeah. There's some interesting things announced. I'm really just gonna highlight 2 of them. A very interesting state of play because like I feel like a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the pre-E3 state of play. Like, we're gonna get like Last of Us details and stuff." And no,
they've still said. I thought they said we're gonna get some Last of Us details before E3. Still,
I think they're gonna do another one of these at like the end of May.
Okay.
They're like either end of May or like the week after E3. They'll do one.
They said it was before E3, so if it's after, then I'm gonna start a petition for that.
So the kind of like big thing that they let off with was actually the expansion for Monster Hunter World. Iceborne, taking us to a new continent, I believe. And, like, I believe it's been reported that it's going to be bigger than the original game itself. So, like, holy crap. Because Monster Hunter World had a lot of content.
Now, Cody, I don't want to be a poo-pooer, but when I was watching this video for the expansion, and it was showing some of the monsters, like, some of them seemed kind of similar to other monsters, just in a new setting. Like, there was the one that was like the swamp monster that like jumps out of the water and stuff, and now it's just like in some snow, but doing the same thing. It seemed like, is that a thing?
Yeah, because like there's a swamp monster. There's one where it's in lava, and now there's one in ice. So it's like they're kind of doing that. But there are like newer ones, like there's the giant like stag monster.
That was pretty
there's
cool looking.
An ice dragon, which looks similar to the air dragon. So it's kind of like, but apparently it's gonna be different. And there's like two other ones that I did not see. Oh no, there was one that was like a bat. It was like a panther bat.
That looked pretty cool.
That looked really cool. Yeah. And so yeah, it's more Monster Hunter, and like I love Monster Hunter. I dropped like 300 hours into that game. I think I'm good. Like I think I'm just like I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see like what people are gonna be talking about with it. But I think I'm good on Monster Hunter. It's not something I need to go back to right now. The other kind of like big like holy shit.
Hold on. Before we get there, are you? But you're gonna play Dauntless? Are you gonna try that when it comes out?
Yeah. I'm excited for Dauntless because there's different weapons.
It's a different game. It's a whole different.
Yeah, it's a different game. Like there's different like economy to it. Like and like I don't know. There's something about like the art style of that game I'm really interested in because it's like a Fortnite-y version.
It was kind of fun. I might try it if you want to get it. We could just try it.
I'm definitely gonna be playing it. Been thinking about doing a little bit of streaming of it because it seems a lot of fun. But yeah,
but now your big excitement.
Yeah. So a certain character showed up on the stream.
Who was it? Was he hidden? Jungle. Was he a little bit invisible? Oh, there's horrible glare. Hold on. There we go.
Better?
There we go.
We're getting a fucking Predator game. I'm so fucking excited.
And who's making the Predator game, Cody?
Illfonic, who made the Friday the 13th game.
Oh my goodness!
No, I know what you're take a step back. I know what you're saying. Cody, Friday the 13th had so many problems. Here's the thing.
Yeah, it was fun.
At the time, Illfonic did not know that they were going to be making a Friday the 13th game. They didn't think they were going to get funded. They were making like just a kind of knockoff version. And then they got funded, and...
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then they got the funding on Kickstarter to do Friday the 13th, and they got the rights to it and all that, and they definitely were not ready. This time, they have, the backing of Sony, because this is a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes, and people are pissed about it. Guess what? Suck it, Xbox nerds.
Don't.
You like you guys. Secondly, they're working with Fox themselves. So that's really awesome. So I feel like this is going to be a lot better. So it's a Predator asymmetrical shooter game where it's just the Predator versus a team of, I believe they said 5 people. Was what I read.
4 or 5, I think.
4 or 5. You seem like 4 or 5. Like, seems like a good thing. I'm excited for this. I love the Predator movies. I still haven't seen the last one. I really need to. And yeah, it's cool. Like I like these asymmetrical horror games are just really cool to me. Like Day by Daylight, Friday the 13th. So I'm excited for this. Not a lot. It's coming in 2020, so I assume maybe we'll see some more about this towards the end of the year, and it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about it because if what I know about the Predator is true, like he goes invisible, and is that correct?
You cut out for me. What did you say?
Oh, does the Predator go invisible?
Yes, the Predator does go invisible.
Yeah, so it feels like this game, like, that's going to be the Predator's big advantage, is he can go invisible and sneak up on people, and I am not necessarily very good at games where my enemy is invisible, because I tried that, I think it was like, was it an Aftershock or something, that 3v3, or Aftercharge?
The one with the bears?
No.
Like the robotic bears, where they were invisible?
They were robots. And, like, one team was invisible and the other...
Yeah.
I was horrible. Whatever. Yeah. I was horrible at it. So I'm like, I like that there's guns in this one because, like, this will be the first time that you're really armed and can do some damage. But also, like, fighting against an invisible enemy is probably not going to be good for me.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to have to do, like, some bouncing with that, like, maybe have it, like, on a cool... Like how Jason has, like, abilities, but he can only use it for a short time and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. And you probably have limited ammo and stuff so that you're not too strong there.
I'm just interested if, do they do, like... Because there are different predators and stuff. The Yautja, as they're called in the lore.
Okay.
So I am excited to see, like... Because, like, you know, like... Predator 2 had, like, the street predator, and then, like, you get the jungle predator, and you get, like, the super predator, you know, stuff like that. I'm excited to see. And then, like, I'm sure, like, I wonder if they get the likenesses of, like, certain characters. Like, can you get Arnold Schwarzenegger's character? Can you get fuck, I forget that one guy's name.
I don't know any of them.
Yeah, so. Whatever. Donald Glover? Yeah.
Donald Glover was in it.
Yeah, he was on the second one, yeah. So, it'll be interesting. I'm excited for it. Can't wait to see more news about it, but yeah. What about you, Sam? What were you excited for from the state of play?
So, again, let me say I'm cautiously optimistic about a game called Away, the Survival Series. Because this one, you play as an adorable little sugar glider, which is like this little rodent that's like kind of like a squirrel, like a flying squirrel. It's got like kind of a wingsuit thing, so it can jump and glide a little bit. So basically you're just playing as this sugar glider going around trying to survive in the jungle or whatever. I'm not sure what the game's going to be like. I don't generally like survival games, but I feel like playing as a cute little animal would make it a lot more fun. And it looked real cute. And it looked realistic, but the sugar glider looked cute. So I don't know. We'll see what that one turns out to be like, but I'm keeping my eye on it, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so I guess the real big deal people probably got most excited about was the Final Fantasy VII trailer, the remake trailer. And I have to say, it looked fucking cool.
Yeah, it did.
It makes me want to play it, but also, like, I got bored with Final Fantasy 15 and I stopped, and then I just hated Final Fantasy 6. Oh, I don't think I talked about that on the show, but I tried Final Fantasy 6, and I didn't care for it. I told Byron privately. But yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, but this one, it's like, they like remaked the hell out of this game. Like, they showed like comparisons and stuff, and it looks fantastic. I guess originally it was turn-based, now it's action combat, and I don't know, it looks exciting, so
as you may know, I have a Games of Shame list, and Final Fantasy is on there.
Yeah.
And so I've been like, the issue is like, I don't want to commit to a fucking like 100-hour Final Fantasy experience right now.
Mm-hmm.
But these are gonna be episodic, and like this is episode 1 that they're gonna be talking about at the Square Enix press conference for E3. And like that comes out this year. I'm like, oh cool.
Whoa! I don't believe that we know that episode 1 comes out this year. I don't think there's any type of release date yet.
Okay.
Well,
No.
I think like everyone seems to believe that it's still quite a ways off.
Oh.
So it's probably not this year, sweetheart.
Then that's another fear of mine is like, okay, like let's hypothetically say this releases at the end of this year. When does episode 2 come out? Exactly. 2024? Like, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I will admit it does look really cool. But yeah, I'm a wait and see on that one kind of guy.
Wait and see on that one. Yeah. So that's fine. So, continuing. Oh, Jesus.
Continue land? Yeah.
Continuing on the Sony train. It has a stopover at the Microsoft station, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we had the weirdest fucking news today. So apparently, Sony and Microsoft have announced that they're working together on... So I read 2 articles about this, Cody. I read 2 articles. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, it's basically they're talking about like back-end computer stuff and like using cloud services and Microsoft Azure, which is, I don't know what it is.
It's like, I think it's AI.
Well, Azure is like a programming thing because like when I was doing some of my programming classes, like I had to download Azure and like do stuff. I don't even know what it is. I don't know. But basically they like put together this agreement. They're committed to work together to share their resources and try to just improve their technology and the gaming experience for gamers, which is really cool. That's so unexpected. When I first saw the article, I was like, "Is this for real? Is this a joke
when you
article?"
Posted it in our Discord, I was like, "Sam, I swear to God, this is the fucking Discord's coming to Nintendo Switch again. I'm gonna be very angry." I was like, "Oh, cool! Like what?"
It was a GameSpot article, so I was like, "No," but it seems to be true. I've seen it on multiple sites. And in the article, they were mentioning that these two companies have a long history of working together for different things, which, I mean, if you think about it, like if you stop and think about it, Microsoft, separate from Xbox, Microsoft, in the world of computers, like the stuff that they do is everywhere, right? Yeah. Like we've got Microsoft systems at my work, So, I mean, probably the majority of companies use some sort of Microsoft projects. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense that they have been using stuff. But it's just so weird that they're just being so super, like, friendly sounding now. Which is cool. I mean, it's awesome if they're getting together and people are like, well, is this like a sign that crossplay is coming and different things like that if they're getting along together. So, who knows? I don't know.
I saw earlier Phil Spencer tweeted out, like, how he's excited for the partnership and he hopes it brings a lot of change in the gaming community. I was like, cool.
I mean, it would be fucking awesome if everybody just, like, gets along together in the future of games.
It would be, yeah.
It'd be crazy. I don't know. I think it's cool. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. And if there's any other articles that try to explain it that I can read and still not understand. So.
Yeah. Speaking of waiting and seeing, maybe waiting and seeing on some new features coming to the PS4.
Yes. So this is straight out of the rumor mill, okay? But actually, so it came from this Reddit user who apparently was also someone who said that the name changes were coming to PlayStation. Mm-hmm. Like, he correctly predicted that. So it's like, people are like, huh, well, I mean, sometimes this guy knows what he's talking about, so maybe this is spot on. So, rumor has it that an upcoming PS4 update is going to include some new features. The first one, the one that I'm most excited about, is it would have a time tracker for all of your games. So you'd be able to see exactly how much time you're spending in these games. Which, I mean, some people might be like, oh, that's a horrible idea. But I'm super excited. Like, I would love to see that. I've always wanted that. I love when games show me that. Sony keeps track of it, because at the end of the year they give you a little email. It's like, here's your recap of the year. Here's how much time you spent in these games. So they definitely have it. So making it available, I don't know why they haven't made it available before. Yeah, it's just like something people want. Okay.
I mean, hey, it took them forever to get name changes, and there's still some issues with that. So let's take what we can get.
It's true. It's true. Cody, what were you excited about?
See, the only thing I knew about was the time tracking thing.
Well, I'm sorry that I stole your thunder. Okay, so some of the other updates they said is they were calling it some type of wish list / gifting, which, I mean, you've got a wish list in the store right now, but I don't know if now it's going to be more like a public wish list so people can see, and then you would be able to digitally buy a game for somebody else, which there's no way to do that right now. Like, you can do that on Steam, so this would be a neat way to do it. Like, if you want to buy someone a game, you have to buy the physical copy of the game and give it to them, but now you might be able to just do it digitally, which seems cool. Really cool. Yeah, yep. And then there was one that was like something about being able to like pin games to your dashboard, because like right now, like the dashboard is just whatever's played most recently is closest to the front. But like if you want to say, okay, I might not be playing it all the time, but I want this game always right here so I can grab it when I want to. So that would be cool. There might have been one more, but I don't remember what it was. So we'll say that's sufficient.
The gifting thing is really cool. I think it's just something I've always kind of expected, because like there have been times where it's like, oh, like someone's like, oh, I don't have the money right now for this game. I'm like, I can it's $10. I'll gift it to you. Then it's like, oh no, I can't do that. I have to go buy a PSN card and send you the code. And like, that's a lot of work. Like, wish I could just send people games. So that's gonna be a nice feature. And then the pinning to the taskbar would be really nice, because like right now my kind of workaround to that is I made a folder, and like it's like my shooters folder, and like all my shooting games go in there, and then like So like I can get the Destiny and Division really quickly versus like when I'm playing other stuff.
So I use the folders as well. I'm a big fan of the folders. And, I have my ones for like the usual, and then I have one for like quick games. And then I had a folder for that I'd labeled get the fucking disc, because the ones where you have to go get the disc.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I think it was the last holiday season. The whole family was over at my house and we wanted to look at something. And my mom is like, what is that? And I was like, oh dear.
Oh God, Sam.
So I've renamed that folder to take out fucking. So yeah, if you're going to label stuff, just know that your mom might see it.
Yeah.
So, I just looked this up. It said the other thing is trophy progression, which I didn't understand, but I guess maybe because like on Xbox achievements, like it'll show this trophy and like it'll kind of show a status bar for like how close you are to getting it. If it's something like, so like if you have to kill 100 enemies, like it would kind of show you how far it is. So maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, that'd be really nice because like,
which would be cool.
There's like a trophy for Friday the 13th. It's like kill 1,300 counselors. I just want to know where I'm at. I'm probably not even close to that, but I want to know. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a nice little thing. Just nice little touches that they're adding. That like this is like a preview for like PS5 stuff because like PS5 just have that. So yeah, it's a nice little preview.
Well, hopefully PS5. Hopefully this isn't just a rumor. Hopefully, or I mean, even if it is not entirely correct, even if this is stuff that's coming to PS5 instead of PS4, that's fine.
Yeah.
But it would definitely be cool to have. So we're going to keep our eyes on it and see what happens. We're keeping our eyes on a lot of stuff tonight. So that's fine. All right. I think that's all of our Sony news, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. So let's move on real quick. So Apex Legends has announced that they're instituting bans on piggybackers. And what this means is if you go into the game and you don't do really anything at all and you just kind of follow your people around and like get XP from it or possibly win from it, either the system will somehow know and possibly ban you, or people can report you and ban you. And I found this alarming because there are certain people, such as myself, who are not always super effective in this game. I've had many a game where, I end up with 0 damage, 0 kills. And I mean, I was trying. I was shooting at stuff. I just, didn't hit anything. So I just I want to make sure that it's like able to tell the difference between people who really aren't trying and people who are trying but just aren't good. And I mean, in the article, it made reference to if you don't pick up a gun or if you never shoot anything or just shoot period. So hopefully it would if you're shooting it, if you're trying, Yeah. I don't know. And just the idea that people can report you for piggybacking. That's scary, because, I mean, I've had wins before we get to the end, and I've done nothing useful. And, I mean, I tried, but, I was with people who were really good, and they were just out there kicking ass, and, I could barely keep up with them, because, they were just going through rolling people. So, I don't know. Cody, what do you think about this?
It's a very weird mechanic, not mechanic, but, system. Because, I don't think, PUBG or Fortnite has this. You get kicked for inactivity, but nothing like piggybacking. And so I wonder is there going to be a new thing they're implementing, a new maybe an in-game tournament system, and it's you can queue into it solo and get matched with other solo people, and are they trying to prevent people going in there and just trying to farm for a point? It's what if it's if you make it to the final 3, you get points and all that. I'm just trying to figure out what is the reasoning behind the system? Is they think it's that bad that this needs to be a system, or? But yeah, I feel you're safe, Sam. I think you'll be fine.
I hope so.
The amount of because the amount of people who actually sit down and write a report, not a lot of people. Most people are fuck it, just give me to the next game.
Dude, I guess, but I don't play. I don't talk to people when I play, but I mean, I can hear people talking, and people have not been appreciative of me sometimes. And I feel lately, Like, I don't know if they've just been because of updates or just, like, I haven't been playing as much or something, but I've been real bad at Apex Legends the last few times I've played. Like, I hardly get anything done. So, yeah. But, I mean, I've never noticed a piggybacking problem. Gorak in our Discord, he was like, he plays a lot of Apex too, and he's like, I've never seen anybody doing that. So it's like, how big of a problem is it? Like, where did this come from? Like, why did they decide to do it? So
I'm sure, like, some streamer pointed it out to them. They were like, oh, we'll fix this immediately. I'm like,
I don't know. We'll keep our eye on it.
Sam.
What?
Do you hear that?
No? What's something coming?
It sounds like those drums.
Are there drums?
Are those the drums of war?
Oh dear. Are we under attack? Is something happening?
Wait, is something wait, hold on. Sam, I think breaking news. Wait, what's happening? On August 27th, World of Warcraft Classic is releasing. Yes, Sam. Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for you right now.
I am. I'm very excited. Holy shit. Yeah. So fuck yeah. Oh man, I'm so happy. So yeah, they announced this week, Blizzard did, that World of Warcraft Classic servers are going online August 27th, and there's currently a closed beta, and they're doing some stress tests currently. Really exciting time. Like, I'm so excited to play World of Warcraft Classic again, because like, just it's been so long.
How is Classic going to be different than whatever is in existence today?
So back when I like really got like heavily invested in World of Warcraft during the Cataclysm expansion, they redid a lot of zones. They redid a lot of classes, and like, so going back to Classic is like removing the new races they've added, removing the 3 new classes they've added, and just going back to where we were at day one of release back in like 2004. I want to say it was the release date. And so like it's a lot, and they made things like World of Warcraft has changed a lot over the time. It's become less grindy in some ways. Like,
oh, so this is going to be more grindy now?
Yeah, you know, it's
that sounds lovely.
It's a nice, like, you invest the time, and I don't know. Don't give me that face. I'm excited for this. Like,
I'm glad you're excited. That's great.
I'm excited to go kill 20 boars and not get like half a level. You know, I'm excited for that. Your face right now is the best. That's why I said that. I don't know. It's So is it also kind of like a remake? So the graphics are going to look fantastic now, or is it? No, like, it's all old school. I think there is an option right now in the beta for it to be the newer graphics that they added, but you can actually like turn it off, I believe, and go back to the old school graphics, which that's of course what you're going to do. Like, you're playing classic. You're going back to those classic stuff. I love the World of Warcraft animation, so you can.
To be fair, I've never seen the original World of Warcraft. I just imagine old stuff, and you know how I feel about old stuff.
True. See, I'd agree with you, but the World of Warcraft stuff, like, I feel like it just has a nice look to it. Yeah, I don't know, like, we're on the journey home. I'm excited. So excited. There are people right now who are just like, God, Cody's such a fucking nerd. Like, I love World of Warcraft. Like, it's always like a universe I like going back to every now and then, and like, this is it. I'm so excited.
So it's only going to be on PC, right?
Yes, it's only on
why
PC.
Why do they only ever get it on PC? Is it just because it's too complicated and like you couldn't have all the controls on a controller?
I don't know, because I feel like an article came out like a few months ago that was like they considered adding it to consoles, but like they just couldn't get, because like there's a lot of abilities, like
yeah,
and like I feel like they just were like, we couldn't figure something out that would work with it, and like I get it to a point. But yeah.
Do you think the PS5 controller will have extra buttons and it will finally allow?
I hope they have those cool little paddles on the bottom.
I know, I want some paddles.
Because like the Xbox like Elite controllers have the paddles, and like I want some of those, man. Fun, just shooting stuff and then hit a little paddle. Alright, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, World of Warcraft Classic. I'm excited. You know, I'm excited to return back to the. You know, it's just like a hardcore RPG, and like there are other people there. Like I like because like the thing is like in World of Warcraft you can solo a lot of stuff now. But like back then, like it was like, hey, you need to team up with people. You need to be social and stuff like that. Like, I'm excited for that. Like, I'm excited to, like, I think I've narrowed it down to the 3 classes I'm debating on right now are Warrior, Rogue, or some kind of healer. So that's really a cop-out because there are a couple different healers. Okay. But, see, with the Warrior, I can be a tank. Here's the thing. Everyone going back, so they're like, I want to play a DPS. I want to be a mage or rogue. I want to be stabbing and shooting fireballs. Yeah. So, like, for those giant 40-man raids, we're gonna need some tanks and some healers.
It's true.
So, I'll be in demand.
Everybody loves a healer.
They do. And I'm going to be in demand. People won't be in the raiding groups. Mm-hmm. So I get to go back and do 40-man Molten Core. I'm excited.
Ooh. That sounds dirty. 40-man Molten Core.
Yeah. Ragnaros, the Fire Lord.
Okay.
For the audio listeners, I just did some eyebrow things.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it's just exciting.
So you're going to be playing this. Can your PC handle it?
100%. Yeah, because it's so old that like the graphics aren't that hard on my PC. Cool. I'm a little sad that like the only way you can currently get into the closed beta is if you have an active Blizzard account, and I don't qualify for that because I don't play Hearthstone or Warcraft.
Well,
I don't think it counts. I mean, theirs, because it's mine, partially.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about going back to World of Warcraft lately, but then, like, I gotta buy the new expansion. That's a lot of fucking work. I'd rather just watch the cinematics and enjoy it from afar. Like, they released a cinematic today, and Green Jesus was there. And you don't even know what that statement meant, Sam. But Green Jesus is back. I loved it.
Right. Great.
World of Warcraft Classic. I'm excited.
Hey, man. I'm happy you're happy.
So. August 27th, this podcast dies.
Well, I mean, Cody won't be on it anymore, but, what happens after that?
I never leave my room again. I quit my job. Actually, I need the job to pay for the subscription.
Oh, yeah, because you have to pay monthly for it?
Yeah, I'm curious how I think if you just pay for a Warcraft subscription, which is $15 a month, I wonder if they'll offer a cheaper rate if you just want the classic one. I don't think they will.
I doubt that they will.
I doubt they will too.
They want to make some money. Yeah. So, but it's good if it's one price and you get both ways. So, yeah.
Exciting times. Good job, Blizzard. All right.
All right. Well, that was quite a bit of exciting news. So, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, all right. If you want to get in touch with us, you can email us at contact@geekheartgames.com. We're on Facebook and Twitter at geekheartgames. We have videos on geekheartgames.com/YouTube. We've got live streams. Cody's been streaming over at twitch.tv/geekheartgames. I feel like I haven't done this in so long, I've forgotten how it all goes. If you want to join our Discord, that's at geekheartgames.com/Discord. And fun fact, I just had dinner last night with Mike and Treva from our Discord. They were in town, so we had a lovely time together. So, you can buy a shirt over at geekheartgames.com/shirts, and we would love for you to give us a 5-star review, or, just like and subscribe to the podcast wherever you view or hear it. So, yeah. I'm on Twitter at SKSUVAK. Cody?
I am at Comic Cody.
All right. With that, Cody, take it away.
We're just two geeks who heart games. Do 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 do. Yeah.
This isn't fun. But the other night I woke up in the middle of the night and I was sleeping on my stomach, and I'm really not supposed to sleep on my stomach, because I woke up and my neck hurt so bad, like from being in the position. I was like, oh my God, I got it. Oh, and then I started to move, and then I found out that both of my shoulders hurt so bad, and I was just like, oh my God, and I got myself flipped over, and then I just had to lay there on my back and try to get it settled out. I'm just like, I don't know, I can't do it on my stomach. It's so weird.
My issue is I can't sleep on my stomach because, like, I feel like I can't breathe. Because, like, I'm a very, like, my chest and stomach go out when I breathe, and, like, just can't do it.
I can't. It's like, because the pillow's right on your face, right? So, like, what I want more than anything is to have a bed that kind of has an adapter.
Hole for your face?
Yes, like a massage table, and so I can just stick my face through it. But apparently, I need something else going on also, so that I don't have these neck and shoulder problems. I don't know, because I mean, sometimes I've been on my stomach a little bit before, and sometimes like my neck will be like, you know, but like I've never had it be that bad. Like it was rough, Cody. So
see, like, and like I'm like, oh, I want to get like tattoos all over my body, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get my back done, and I'm like, I can't sleep on my stomach. Like I'm just not gonna sleep when I get like back tattoos done. It's like you're not supposed to like lay on them. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like you'd have to rig something up, like my special face hole thing.
I wonder if you can sleep in a hammock. I could rock a hammock.
I don't think that's necessarily going to be better, because if it were going to do any type of damage, then you would have hammock line damage instead of just like solid damage, which I think is worse. So
just don't sleep. Fuck it. Get a full back piece and never sleep for like 3 days. Fuck it.
Wait, why can't you just sleep on your side?
See, the issue is like I roll around a lot, so like I guess like my body, because when I got this done. Okay, all right, Jesus Christ, Sam. When I got my Jason tattoo done, like I usually sleep like on my arm a little bit, and like I had to start like sleeping with it outstretched, like so nothing would touch it, and so I guess your body would just adapt, and you would just stay on your side. I would know. I feel like I would roll over.
I mostly sleep on my sides. Although in addition to my neck problem with on my stomach, I also get a problem sometimes because like I try to like curl up into like a fetal position, and then like my neck gets really sore from that. So I have to be like really careful when I'm sleeping, and I'm like, no, keep my neck straight. So, but I think my pillow's not good. I thought it was good, but I think it's not. So I don't know. We'll see.
See, lately I've been rocking. Usually I'm a 2-pillow kind of guy. But lately I've been doing 3 pillows. And I don't know how I'm doing, because usually I wake up and my neck is like sore as fuck from even just the 2. Sometimes.
Then why do you use 2 pillows if you know it hurts your neck?
It's every now and then. It's like if I have to lay the wrong way while I'm on the pillows. Like, but I've been doing the 3 lately, and for some reason it's not hurting. I think maybe it's just like I'm elevated a little bit, and like I'm like
if
looking down.
If your back's on it with your neck, and it's not just a straight neck thing. I think that's what I've been kind of doing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I used to not sleep with a pillow. I would have like a folded up towel and do that, and like that was I might go back to it. So
I'm a pillow guy. I have like a pillow that's like my pillow that like I have to sleep on. Like it's old as fuck.
I need my spine neck to be as straight as possible, apparently. So
a weird conundrum that I've run into is like laying on like I can sleep on my side just fine. But let's say there's another person in the bed, and I have to like lay on my side and like you're doing a little cuddle action sometimes. You know? Yeah, you're spooning. For some reason, when I'm laying like that, I don't know what to do with my arm. Because I guess
that's the classic conundrum.
And so like usually like I either put it above my head or I just like lay on it and I wake up with this dead arm in the middle of the night. I'm like, fuck, jelly arm. Oh.
I feel like you need to just have it next to you and the little bit of space between you, and then you're just a little bit further like tipped over, like. But it's just like so you make a little valley for it.
See, I thought that was going to go with you saying put my hand like in the kind of crevice that we'll call it between us, and then like just put a hand firm on my partner's ass. And I was like, all right, Sam, I'm into it.
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but that wasn't where I was going.
That's where I thought you were going. So I was like, Sam,
I was trying to be logical and helpful, but that's fine.
I feel like it's pretty logical and helpful. We'll see. We'll find. I'll let you know. I'll check in the week.
Okay.